Hi, I'm Nikki Vandekar, and this is my book, What to Knit When You're Expecting. It's a collection of 30 baby patterns, and they're all fairly simple. There are about 100 different ways to cast on. I call for 4 different ones in my book. The first and most commonly used is called longtail cast on. And what you do for that is you pull a very long strand of yarn, approximately 3 times the length of your first row. Now that can be hard to determine if you haven't practiced this, so err on the long side just in case. You start with a slip knot and insert the tip of your needle into the loop and pull it tight. Now you wrap one strand of yarn around your thumb and the other strand around your index finger like this, holding your fingers stiff as if you're going to shoot a gun. Dip the tip of your needle through the bottom of the loop around your thumb, grab the yarn from your index finger, pull it back through that loop around your thumb, and pull tight. So just down through the loop around your thumb, grab the yarn from the index finger, down through the loop, pull tight. And you do that over and over again until you've cast on the correct number of stitches. And the only thing to be careful about with longtail cast on is that when you go to knit your first row, be careful to use the yarn that's attached to the ball of yarn, the working yarn, and not the tail, or you'll have to do it all over again. The next thing I want to show you is called backward loop cast on. This is a very easy cast on method, and it's most useful when casting on stitches in the middle of a pattern, say for the top of a thumbhole gusset or for the crotch of a pair of pants. You place your index finger at the back of the yarn and loop the yarn around your finger, and then just drop the loop on the needle. It is as simple as can be. Loop and drop, loop and drop. And you just do that until you've cast on all your stitches. Cable cast on can be used in the middle of a pattern like backward loop, or it can be used to start a pattern. It has a neater and stronger edge than backward loop, and it's very simple. Again, you start with a slip knot. You can use a shorter tail this time. Insert your needle through the loop and pull it tight, and then you just knit that slip knot, and then you drop the stitch from your right needle onto your left needle. And then insert the tip of your right needle between those 2 stitches. So you should have wood touching wood here. Wrap your yarn, pull it through, and drop that loop on again. Insert it between, wrap your yarn, and pull it through. And just do that again and again until you cast on all your stitches. The last method I'm going to show you is called provisional cast on. This is a nifty cast on because it allows you to pick up live stitches from the bottom of a cast on row and then knit them, creating an invisible seam. This is useful for hoods, edgings, and all kinds of things. There are also all kinds of provisional cast ons. My personal favorite involves using a crochet hook. You take a contrast color yarn, make a slip knot, and then chain a bunch of stitches. You'll want to chain maybe 4 more stitches than the cast on number that you need, just to give yourself a little more room to work with. I'll chain 10 stitches here or so. Alright, and then break your yarn and tie a knot. Okay, now the front of the chain is this neat edge. Flip it over and you'll see these bumps at the bottom. That's what you want to use. Take your needle and insert it into the front of those bumps. And knit that stitch as if you're picking up stitches. Insert your left needle into the next bump and knit that one. Over and over until you've picked up the cast on number of stitches. And what you'll do later is you'll take your contrast color yarn, you'll untie the knot, and you will just unzip it basically. You pull on that and then that cast on stitch is free. Place it on your needle, pull on the contrast yarn again, and you've freed another stitch. And just do that over and over until all of your stitches have been freed and placed on your needles. And then you can just knit away. You're all set to go. And that's it. Easy peasy. I hope that was helpful, and I hope you'll check out my book, What to Knit When You're Expecting, and my blog. They have the same name, and I hope you'll drop by. Thanks for watching.